Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is Rusty 78609. I'm out for a drive this morning. It's about 10 a.m. and it's actually a little foggy and misty. Not a real great day for outdoor activity, but we're going to activity because this is Sadler, Texas, Sadler, I think is how it's spelled. I could be wrong because I have been wrong a few times before, but not often. Yeah, so we're just out for a drive, and I'm near Canyon Lake, near where I'm camped at Cranes Mill Park on Canyon Lake. And I was going to go over to the Fisher store. It's a neat old store that was built in the 1850s, I think, and it's been in the same family ever since, but it's only open on Saturdays from 10 to 4. So this is not Saturday, and it's 10, close. And then I was going to do the overlook thing, but it's not overlooky. It's pretty foggy over there. So now I'm going back through this little town, and we're just going to do a little drive, and I'll ramble on about some meaningless crap that I can come up with. No, I actually do have some meaningful stuff. And what it is, I've been talking to some of the people in the campground that are some of them are full-timers and some of them are part-timers. I'd say it's about 50-50 in the park. And what I've found is sometimes people's expectations of RVing are a little more than possibly what the RVing way of life can deliver. By that I mean they're leaving a home, sticks and bricks, or taking up the RVing way of life for other reasons, and expecting that their life is somehow going to be magically improved, changed for the better. And it could be. There's no doubt about that. There are some things about on the road that are pretty nice. Variety is one of them. You know, you're in a different place several times during the year. But you're still you, okay? Remember that. And there are still aggravating people out here in this world that will not respect you at all and will, play music loud. They'll, have dogs that bark all night or whatever, just like you did in your neighborhood. So don't expect a lot. Don't get your expectations too high for the RVing way of life. I've enjoyed it for 25 years. There's been good times and bad times and old in between times, but overall, it's been a good way of life for me. And here we go down to what we're going to go back to. I think it's called Startsville, which is about 6 miles down this road. And the downside of driving in this area for me, for anybody else, they probably wouldn't even notice it. There's a lot of traffic. But fortunately, the speed limit is somewhere between 45 and 55 because we're in the hill country and it winds around, and so the speeds are a little slow. And I know the video's not real bright because it's kind of overcast and misty. It was foggy earlier, not much. When I first got up this morning, the sun was coming up really nice, and then it hit the dew point. And if you don't know what the dew point is, look it up, because that's when the fog happens. I had a visual flight reference license, a VFR license to fly a single engine plane that I got way many years ago. And one of the things you better know if you're a VFR, visual flight reference pilot, is you better know the dew point. Yep. Yeah, you better be on that, because if you fly away from that airport on a nice clear morning and it fogs in while you're up flying around, you come back, you can't find the airport. Oops. Whoa. Where'd it go? I never had that happen, but I heard stories about people that did. And what they would do when it fogged in like that, the VFR pilots would get down low enough where they could see highways and follow highways. Well, that's pretty dangerous, because if you get down, around 800 feet or so, you're right at that height where there's like cell phone towers and stuff. Oops, yeah, I hear you. But anyway, I'm just kind of rambling here. Where am I going to go from here? Who knows, man? You know, I was thinking yesterday, I was sitting outside having a beer, surprisingly. I know y'all are shocked that I drink beer, but, you know. But I was thinking to myself, okay, just turn the clock forward to March the, whatever it was yesterday, 24th, 2025. What do you see changing? Or what would you like to improve? Or how would you like to make your life better? I can't think of a thing, honestly. I mean, you know, I eat pretty good. I exercise and do my traveling. So that's a full life for me. Read my books. And I'm reading Arthur C. Clarke now. It's science fiction stuff from the 1950s. And yeah, some of it's really pretty interesting. And in fact, I didn't realize this, but the Apollo astronauts named some places on the moon from things they had read in the Arthur C. Clarke books, which was a real tribute to his writing ability, because he apparently these astronauts, when they were young in the 50s, 40s, were reading some of Arthur C. Clarke's science fiction stuff. It's pretty good. Yeah, it's pretty far out there, but it's amazing. If he wrote this stuff in the 1940s and 50s, and it's yeah, it's pretty accurate in a lot of ways. But we're near Canyon Lake. There's a lot of little subdivisions around the lake, and it's like most lake communities. You'll have places where the homes are really nice and really well kept, and then you'll have areas where it is just junk. And they won't be that far apart either. See how froggy it's getting? Yeah, I'm sparking today. I'm going to call it, this is a driving video, so we'll call this a sparky day. Or when a Tesla, you know, the Tesla car is not very big. Not that it needs to be very big, but, you know, it's not a big automobile. And they are expensive. Also, you can watch, for your information, for those of you that live in Texas and want to keep up with it, there is a YouTube channel dedicated or devoted to the construction of the Tesla Gigafactory near Austin, Texas, showing the progress like once a week. Man, they're really building. I don't know how this guy Elon Musk and his group, he's got a super group of people, man. I mean, he gets the best in the way of engineers, etc. Because here they're building that Gigafactory, but it's coming together like an erector set or Legos. You know, they put it in pretty quick. What does that got to do with RVing? Not a single thing. I'm just cruising and talking, guys. This will be the Friday. Is that right? No, this will be the Thursday morning video, and then Friday morning I'll hit the road and we'll chat about that. Got a lot of RV parks, but they're not what I would say inexpensive. They're pretty nice. I mean, there's one right there. In fact, if I can turn around, I'll go back and drive through it. Let me find me a place to turn around on the other side of this hill. Could have done it right there, but I didn't. Let me get out down here. Let's go right down here. Let's see if we can do that. This thing turns on a dime. I'm going to see if I can do this right here. Let this guy in this pickup get by. We'll go back and look at that RV park. Why? I ain't got nothing else to do. You know, I went in and got some of that all-season windshield washer stuff. Ooh, I hit that bump. Jesus Christ. Way to go, Rusty. Make a turn and total your car. Jeez. Anyway, I got me some Peak all-season windshield washer at the dollar store. It was $3.75. Has that stuff gone up that much? I think we're getting close to the RV park. It looked like a pretty good one. If I can find it, oh, there it is. I passed it again. Well, let's just keep passing it, Rusty, till we get it. God dang it. Ah! I am determined now. I'm not going to quit. Now, what am I going to run into here? A tree? Oh, yeah, perfect spot to go, Rusty. I mean, just really perfect here on a hill curve. I mean, couldn't have picked a better spot. Yeah, that's what you want to do. You want to turn around on the top of a hill on a curve. God dang it. And there's a lot of traffic here in this area, man. I mean, there's not a lot of big towns in here, but damn traffic, it never ceases, man. I think I can go now. The old think I can go. Well, not now, I can't. Some cars just drive faster than others. Okay, we're ready now. We're ready. We are ready. We are ready. Can we? God dang. We may be here for the rest of this video, guys. My great turnaround spot. Here we go. Get them, Sparky. Yum you. Go, baby, go. Okay, here we are now, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to go in this RV park. Now, they probably have a gate and you can't get in or something. Okay, here we go. We're sparking now. Well, they got a concrete entry. And it looks like all concrete pads, so that's kind of neat. All right, here we are. I don't see a name. Apparently it doesn't have one. Bump. Got a guy mowing. Yeah, they got them jammed in here. This guy here's got 4 cars. There's always one. Let me turn this off. Let me turn it over a little bit so you can see a little better. Yeah, this would probably, I don't know how much this would be a month, but I'm going to guess probably in the $500 to $600 a month. Oh, look at that fifth wheel. It fell down. Huh. Or maybe they just maybe they were mountain climbers when they were kids, and they just like to have that uphill thing, you know. Interesting. Yeah, concrete, but you know, this is your typical RV park, and this is a good one. This is a good one, actually. You know, concrete all around, gravel pads and stuff. But man, you know, compared to what I've got up there in the hill country, this sucks. Have I ever stayed in RV parks like this? Yes. Yes, I have. Did I like them? No. I didn't. Why? Well, because it's noise, man. It's always the noise, either coming from, and it's, you know, dogs bark because that's what dogs do. Okay, I'm not anti-dog, but when you've got them in a space like this, where your homes are so close together, you know, if you have a dog inside of your RV that's barking, then that can be an issue. And also, if you're hard of hearing and you turn your television up or stereo up or whatever you have so you can hear it, then your neighbors on both sides hopefully enjoy your music because they're going to hear it too. It's not a bad, it's as far as RV parks, it's okay. I mean, they've got it pretty neat, but you know, what happens is people living in an RV it's their home for some of them. It'll me. But some people continue to acquire stuff. You know what I mean? And the next thing you know, you got 2 4-wheelers and 2 jet skis and a boat and 2 motorcycles and stuff. And it just doesn't add beauty to the RV park, particularly when they're old. But having said that, ladies and gentlemen, after making 4 turns and totaling my vehicle, we did it. We did it. It says RV park, but there's no name. Well, what it is they spent all their money on this concrete. They couldn't afford a sign. But you know, coming in and out here, towing an RV would not be fun. And here we are back to this. This road is really busy, man. I mean, y'all probably don't notice it. If you live in the city, you think this is nothing. But, where I live up there in the hill country of Texas, I mean, you don't see this many cars in a week. Here I go. And, the thing about it is, as you get older, I don't like to have to, just shoot out in traffic, to make, to finally get in on my lane, so to speak. I don't like to rush. There's some little tiny homes there. That's apartments. Well, here we go, guys. We're just cruising along here, and we're coming into, we should be coming into, I can't even remember the name of it now. Wasn't that exciting? Not bad. I got me a breakfast taco that I heated up in the microwave this morning. About the third time I've used the microwave. But we will cruise back to the canyon. It's starting to brighten up a little bit. The sky is opening up a little bit, so it might turn out to be a really nice day, hopefully. But I got plans today, big plans actually. What I plan to do is read a book. Isn't that exciting? I plan to sit out in my rocking chair thing, my portable rocking chair thing, put my feet up and get me a good old Somerset Maugham. There's that lady, she walks down, she was in the store yesterday in Lowe's. I talked to her for a while. She walks everywhere she goes, is what she told me. What does that have to do with reading a book? Nothing. Gasoline here is $2.55 a gallon for regular unleaded, and diesel is $2.87. And at the, never mind, I won't mention that. That's off limits. I was going to get some propane, but it occurred to me that I've got over a half a tank, and I've had the RV, let's see, December, January, February, nearly 4 months. I don't need to be in a hurry, I don't think. If I've only used a half a tank in about 4 months, I don't think I need to rush. So we'll put that on hold. I will get some before I go out to, whenever I leave Texas, wherever I'm headed, I'm not sure yet. And that's one of the things I like about my way of life. And I wanted to mention this too. As far as the motorhome, now that I have a Class C motorhome, a 24-foot Thor 4 Winds 22E, I've been in it. This is the 4th month? Yeah, I like it. Yeah, it's good. I've got it pretty well down. And as far as using the Class C without a toad, would have been not good. No, that was a nice thought by me, but as far as reality, no, wouldn't work. You could. I mean, I could make it work, but that's not what I want to do in life. I mean, I want to enjoy life, And this thing right here, I'm driving, I'm getting 46.7 miles a gallon right now. So, no, this is fine. We're fine with the toad. And as far as hooking it up and unhooking it, it's nothing. You just have to remember to, whenever you unhook, be sure you have it, your toad in gear or in park, whatever it is, and the brake on, because if there's any slope downhill or forward, your car is going to move that direction. Just like a travel trailer, when you unhook it, be sure and have the wheels chocked, or else you may watch your cute little travel trailer disappear down the canyon. But other than that, I mean, but the good thing, another thing I really like about the Class C motorhome, the stuff inside rides so well. I don't even have to put anything away. And as far as the rattles from the dishes and stuff, I don't have any dishes. I got one plate, one knife, one fork, one spoon. You know what I mean? And so I don't have a lot of quote dishes to rattle. And I got rid of the screen door from hail and put up that magnetic screen door, and that's eliminated a lot of issues. There's a place, let's go look at. Oh, you can't get. That's a gated community. I live in an ungated community. But anyway, back to the Class C. Yeah, if the thing that kept me from getting a Class C many years ago, obviously, was price. that was it. That was the whole deal. I hope y'all are enjoying the view there off to the right. Well, otherwise you can look at the highway. I mean, it's just the way it goes. But anyway, the price, because even back when years ago, to get a Class C RV, even when I started, they were like 30,000 or whatever they were, and to finance them was $300 or $400 a month and all that stuff. So I was priced out. And I didn't want to have any payments, or I don't want to have any payments now. And so luckily, fate sent a buyer to buy my lot, one in Capitan, New Mexico, and one in near Kingsland, Texas. And that gave me the cash flow to cash flow this operation I've got now. And that's all I did. I just traded the land for this, for what I've got now. Do I like it? Sure. Do I miss either home base? No. And fortunately, the lady that bought them, she would allow me to stay at either one of them, because she's not using them that much. So yeah, we're fixing to get in some fog up here, it looks like. I got my headlights. A lot of people don't realize that in the fog, if you put your headlights on dim, it sure will make it easier for people to see you. But we'll let this go till we get in the RV park, or scratch that, the campground. Why? Because I don't want to turn it off right now. I'll go all the way to my campsite. Why? Might think of something else important to talk about. Oh, I was going to mention this. As far as gas mileage, towing a vehicle behind the Class C, first of all, I'm not sure it made any difference at all. I'm sure it did, but I did check the mileage, and it's still over 10 on my first fill up, but that wasn't all towing a toad. So my next fill up should be tell me exactly where I am, but it did come down some, so I'm looking at probably slightly less than 10 miles a gallon towing a toad, which is not bad. That puts it at about 25 cents a mile. I hear you. Now, if you say that real fast, it doesn't mean much. Windy road to get, whenever you're around Canyon Lake area, it's so easy to get turned around, because these little roads just go everywhere in these little subdivisions. There's the Silly Rabbit Saloon. Boy, I mean, about 40 years ago or 35 years ago, I couldn't pass a bar hardly. Well, that's the way it was. That's what people did. We went and hung out in bars. See those signs, those arrows to the left? Be sure you follow those, because if you go to the right, that's a subdivision. Even though it says boat launch, they need a sign there that says campground. They may have one, I don't know. We're up to 46.8 now in the miles per gallon. Anyway, guys, I get in the video now. There's no cars coming. Cranes Mill Park, Canyon Lake. This is it. We're in the park now, apparently. Nice place. Nice place. A lot of cedar and oak. There's where I waited. That pull out right there. That's where I pulled out and waited until 3 p.m. because they won't let you in until 3 p.m. And here's a marina off to the right. I wonder how much it costs to store a boat in a marina. A couple of $100 a month. Okay. Let's get through checkpoint Charlie here. I don't think I need to say anything. Just pull up and she'll open the gate for me. The camp host, for sitting there all day, I think they got to work 4 days a week. They get a free campsite. I don't know if it's worth it or not. But this is the campground we're coming into now. You turn left right up here. It's a one-way loop. Not too many people respect that, but it is a one-way loop. You're supposed to go to the kind of hang, even though my RVs are just off to the right, you kind of hang to the left here, and there's all the people. Pretty nice, huh? Better than that RV park, isn't it? So if you want to know why people go to Corps of Engineer and state parks and stuff, their option is RV parks, and this is much better. The reason is these people are here temporary, and they don't have a lot of junk yet. But some people do bring a lot of stuff, I have to admit. There's a guy to my right next to me. He's got a fifth wheel toy hauler, you know, where you can put, and he's got 2 motorcycles. He got back there, one for him and his wife. But you know, if you work all your life and that's what you want to do it. Do the hell out of it. They must be getting ready to go because they got their bikes up and stuff. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this is Rusty78609 saying thumbs up, carpe diem, adios, bye-bye, buy anything you want anytime. But if you think about it, use the link to Amazon products in the description of all my videos. Why? Because it doesn't cost you a penny. Just click on the link and go to Amazon and buy whatever you choose. That's it. Amazon takes care of me. Yeah, this is a group that came in here. They've got 2 jet skis and I don't know what all. I mean, they moved in. But that's why you come to the lake, isn't it? Okay, let me get this lined up here. I'll end the video here just 1 minute. I got to back up till I hit that little curb. Should be getting close. I say we should be getting close. There it is. Anyway, guys, enjoy your day. Enjoy your life. Adios. Till next time. Bye-bye. Good old long video here. A lot of important stuff. Bye.